All right, you guys, we had to change cameraman. Dion got whatever. So we're at the shelter and we go in. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. To me, just waking up felt like it was in the middle of the night.
Really?
Dion,
Was it 10?
yeah, because it was 9 something. You had to be there by 9 something because you made the 8 o'clock phone call.
Right.
Okay. Again, I say Dion was not handling it well. Baby, wisdom. Like, man up, nigga. At least you ain't outside the street. It was either you or who was that?
Baby. It was Baby.
It was
She
Baby.
Like,
I mean,
what did y'all all say about? Oh my God, this is gonna be fun. She just laughing at the people.
she was acting like
in
it
the
was
background.
like super
It was just
cool,
right.
you know. But
like we found the most
luxurious
house
hotel
or hotel in the world.
But however, she did come to him like a dad would come to a guy, like, nigga, let your nutsack hang, you know. And I didn't get in it. I didn't say anything. But Nikisha, on the other hand, you could look at her until she was just like, matter of fact, she did say, I can't take my kids in there. Where are you gonna take them? You gonna sleep in the car? Come on, fam. So we go in there. The lights are out. They have like one little area where the lights on because at 10 o'clock, lights out. So these people, and then it's like,
it's 9
they're
o'clock.
just cubicles. Oh, it's 9 o'clock lights out?
Yeah.
That's a darn shame. Whatever, however. God, that was so in jail. Anyway, I just got out of jail, so 10 o'clock the lights go out. But, however, man, they put us in a cubicle. There was probably 16 cubicles in there, and they gave us 4 beds for all of us.
More than
were in
16.
12.
It's about 32 cubicles.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wasn't it? But well, anyway, cubicles. So we're all 10
They
of
got
us.
6 beds.
Not at first.
All of
I had
us
to go
is in
fight
there
for
with
beds.
3 cots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cots.
At first it was like 3.
First it was 3 cots, so we had to beg and plead to ask for more cots, ask for more little blankets, itchy blankets. But okay, but we're not complaining because this
I
is
thank
where
God for it.
this is where we had to be. We made a decision to go ahead and spin out and move to
but
Phoenix.
they had roaches.
Okay, but still, okay.
That was-
It's a typical shelter if you've ever been in a shelter.
Well, I think of Mary Jo's. I've never been there, but those look like apartments.
A shelter is a doggone shelter, y'all. We was in this warehouse, and we had to deal with these people. The people that were in the shelter weren't too much hard to deal with. You know, you can kind of, deal with them.
Especially me, because y'all know.
Yeah, she gets along with everybody. So, we chilling. We trying to feel the thing. The next morning, we all right. And we already peeped out that staff was going to be a motherfucker to work with anyway.
And guess what? I love my black people. But all of America, explain to me, why is it that black people get in position and y'all want to act like y'all better than y'all? These people working there were probably not even a check, 1 paycheck away from needing to be in the shelter they doggone self. I mean, just they're so cocky. They act like police. They act like black police. You know, you get the black police, you get the white police. Black police always got to act like his dick is the biggest dick in the world. Really?
But they were doing their job because it is
Not
a
really.
shelter. You got
Not
people
really.
they don't do background checks in this shelter. So you got everybody and anybody in this shelter. So they gotta be somewhat police-like,
It's
security-like.
one thing to be police-like, but you had these people that had the atmosphere like. First of all, you're telling me that I can only leave every hour on the hour when the van leaves. Okay, if that's your rules, apply that to everybody. There was a gentleman there with his baby, his little boy, toddler boy. This man never had to meet at the meeting spot for the van. He always left whenever he wanted. But then you're going to tell me, somebody who's out looking for a job, somebody who actually has a job, my daughter needed to go to work, just all kind of stuff, and you just want to stipulate certain things on certain people.
But that's
Let's
neither
go.
here nor there because this is gonna get real long. So we in the shelter, blah blah blah. Each day, every day, we doing whatever we need to do to not be in that place.
This was an emergency shelter, by the way.
Right. So we're working. I mean, probably the only family in there working. We're going to work. Our kids had to be at a park in order to wait for us to pick them up. So we're going through all this. It was a trial.
It was a whole month of this. We
Yeah.
got in there June 3rd, and we left there July 2nd. Now, when we left there, we went to, because like I said, this was an overflow emergency shelter for the actual shelter, which the shelter was awesome. It was it used to be a hotel. And because my family size is so large, you know, when you go to the hotels or the motels and you have these double rooms, my family was fortunate enough to have a double room. For a long time, they gave us like this college room icebox, but finally our case manager got us a regular size icebox. You could not cook in your room, but it was cool. It was comfortable. I liked it. I loved it. We were just happy as a lark in trees. Nikisha and I we were working. We got some pretty good jobs. My daughter was able to come into the shelter with us because where she ended up in a shelter at was crazy. Like, we had to drop her off downtown to meet the van to go back to the shelter, which was the same place we were going. There was only a door dividing. I mean, literally, I would take her clothes every day in a suitcase and open the door and sneak them to her, and she would have to sneak them back. Now, they were like in a pod. It was just a bunch of cots, no cubicles. They were just on cots, and they had 100 and something cots in there. But however, yeah, we were there. We were in the shelter.
We were in this particular
very good shelter.
Very nice. I ain't gonna say nice, but good shelter.
I think it was
If
nice.
you go to this shelter in Phoenix, you know what the name of it is. You Mom. Everybody knows the name. Everybody knows.
3333 East Van Buren.
The name is You Mom. If you go to the shelter, if you don't take advantage of the services,
You don't
get
want to be
nowhere.
here. You don't want to
Exactly.
be here. I mean, these people give us. They didn't give us bus passes for each individual, but they gave us bus passes 2 for a week.
Every week.
Every week
Which
we got
helped,
4 bus passes.
because we do have a vehicle. You know, we work though. Every day that we've been here, we've had a job. Might be
Basically.
different ones, but we've had a job every day that we've
But like
been
Kai's
here.
been on her job since July 17th. Since July 17th. Don't even look at me, you guys. I had the same job, did good. I worked better than Kai. Didn't I?
Yeah, she was in lead and I was in second.
Okay, but however, I told you guys I went to jail. They just threw my whole thing. But whatever. We were in this shelter, doing the dang thing, and then I go to jail.
I mean, they came to the door, y'all.
Let me tell y'all how they did it.
Yeah.
We're dropping this young lady off
No,
at
wait.
work.
You gotta go back to you getting the ticket. She got a speeding
No,
ticket.
you gotta go back to.
I already went to Arkansas.
Yeah, she got a speeding ticket out here, you guys.
Taking my daughter to
She doesn't
work.
have a driver's license. I knew that morning I should have got up to take the little girl to work, right? Well, I didn't. She got out there, took the girl to work. They were running late. She was speeding what she thought was a 45.
Yeah, it's 46 miles per hour and a 35 is how they got me. The darn road is
Busy as,
it's a 4-lane road.
but most of the roads are like that out
They're
here.
super wide.
They're 30
so you
the
automatically
speed-
think they're
yeah,
40
the-
miles an hour.
The speed is 35. She's going 46. So she gets a ticket. We get our car taken away.
Oh my God, thank God for the queen. Our car got repossessed.
It got taken away,
Well, not
y'all.
repossessed.
Gone, not
What is it?
repossessed, but towed.
Towed.
They
Impounded.
towed
That's
the-
what they did. They
Right.
impounded. Let me tell y'all about Phoenix. If you don't have valid driver's license and they tow your vehicle, or even if your vehicle, like if you're driving your mama's vehicle and they tow it, they'll hold your vehicle for 30 days.
Well, they didn't hold ours. We came
Because
up
we
with
came up with a waiver.
Yeah, we
they
came
had
up
a
with
waiver.
We came up with the money.
A one-time waiver.
We thank
Queen,
everybody for
the
helping
man,
us. Thank
really.
you so much. And we got the truck back. We get the truck back. We thinking, okay, back on our feet, back on this deal.
Trying to
Well,
save
our
our
time
paper.
is running low, and no, see, we missed a whole lot. But anyway, so we're in You Mom. We went through the course of You Mom. We had some things to challenge us, whatever. So then one night we get home from work, or we're coming home from work, and I'm taking this young lady home. We are side by side by a police truck. Okay.
I thought he was behind us.
No, we was side by side. There was a car. This is us. There was a car here, and this is him. So
Okay.
he was behind us. I wasn't thinking nothing. I got a license. Everything was legit. Insurance. Everything on here was fine. So we take the young lady home. They go on about their business. We get back to the shelter, and they boom, 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 boom.
No, it wasn't
knocking
quite
on
like
the door.
that. When we got to the shelter, there was things that were undone. Dion hadn't taken his trash out, so I woke him up at 12 something at night to take his trash out. Okay, someone else left something undone.
20 seconds.
Okay.
Someone else left something undone as far as a chore. So I'm waking people up, and I'm functified about it because really,
Dion
okay.
didn't get woken up that night.
Somebody got, yes, Dion did, because
No, it
Dion
was
took
me
his
and
garbage
Riley.
out Dion took his garbage
Either
out.
way,
Whatever.
She's very detailed, y'all. She got to get every little thing, but that's not
It
necessary.
was me and Riley.
So
Okay,
either way,
anyway,
so either
here's
way,
the thing.
they
So
came
we're
knocking on
playing,
the door,
about
y'all.
30 minutes after I done made this kid take the garbage out. So I'm thinking, it's the shelter people. They tripping because I done had this baby because they're not supposed to be unsupervised out of the room after 9, 10 o'clock.
Whatever.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Dude knocks at the door. I say, come in.
No, we said come in.
I said, come in. He didn't come in the first time. He knocked again. I said again, come in. As soon as he comes in, he calls my daughter, my oldest daughter's first name, and then he calls my full name. We didn't say nothing. We just sat there and looked at him. He said again, and when he said her name, I said instantly in an attitude, she don't even live here, because this girl has moved to California. Then he knew right then, Diane, you got a warrant. Arkansas wants you. Man, y'all.
The world just stopped.
Everything stopped. I mean, literally. I think everybody's heartbeat. I think the policeman heartbeat stopped.
But how they got her was they ran the tags on the truck. We still had Arkansas tags. She got a ticket in the truck. And that's how he ran her. He said he ran her name, saw that she was a fugitive from Arkansas, and he came back. He came back. And
An hour later.
Because he had already had somebody in the car that he had apprehended and he was taken to jail. So he came all the way back, did what he had to do, came back, and he came and got her. Man, it was the worst night of my life. Now, we know we left Arkansas. We knew better, y'all. I know the comments are going to be like hell, but we knew better. But we still had to get out of Arkansas. We just had to get out of Arkansas. So they pick her up. She's in jail down here in Phoenix. We thinking, man, they ain't finna
Yeah,
come
we're thinking
get
Clinton
you.
County there.
Ain't no way.
Even people, there was a young lady in jail with me in Phoenix that was like, where you from? I told her, she was like, broke bums ain't coming to get you. She talked so bad about it. Everybody you talk, the police department even said,
They ain't coming.
they're not
bitch.
coming. Not for that. They're not coming.
So we go through this little thing while she's in there, you know, the phone, putting money on the books, going to visit her, all that.
They were so
This
faithful.
last visit, for some reason, it was an emotional visit. She cried the whole time. Each child had a turn to go in there for about 10 minutes. She cried the whole time. It was just weird. It felt weird. So,
right?
You did.
but anyway, she don't like to say she cried, but whatever. She cried. So I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with her. You know, we coming back next week. What's wrong? We had no clue. So after the last child visits her, you know, we out there finna leave, and I turn around, I'm looking out the glass, and she just crying, and I'm like, dang, you know, I love you. What's wrong with you? I know you got to go back in. I know you in jail, but for real, what's wrong? We left, didn't think nothing of it. The next day,
It was that night.
That night,
It was that night.
Arkansas came and got her. Arkansas came and got her. Okay.
Clinton County at that.
Right. Okay, so they came and got her. So now we got to deal with her being all the way out there, us being here. We were still in the shelter. One of the kids got into a fight at the shelter. They tried to kick us out. They didn't. We stayed a little longer, and I was just like, forget it. You know what? We finna go. We finna find us a place. We got some financial monies into the account.
Cut it off.